Hey guys, how are you doing? It's Gavin here from Star Fresh Personal Training, and today I want to talk to you about how to squat. Squatting is a huge exercise. It's often something that's done wrong as well, and people get the wrong end of the stick with squats, and they tend to think everybody can do the same thing as everybody else. So when people say get your ass to grass, which means get your ass down as low as you can to the floor and squat. For some people, that isn't the case. Sometimes they haven't got the flexibility in their hips, or their hamstrings, or their knees are sore, they can't get down too far. There's a whole range of reasons, around why everybody can't squat the same. And if anyone tells you that everyone can squat the same, they're actually wrong. That's not the case. So when you want to start the squat, a lot of times people find it very difficult. It's a very hard exercise when you're learning. It recruits such big muscles within your body that it actually can make you feel a little bit sick when you're training. If you're training a bit too hard. But at the end of the day, a squat is such an important exercise. From a strength standpoint, if you were able to squat in the gym any significant sort of weight or your body weight several times, you're going to be a lot more durable when you get into the real world. And when you're getting out of the car, getting up off the couch, as you're getting older, all those sorts of things, to have strong legs is going to be so important for the quality of your life, alright? It helps with balance, it helps with being able to have the confidence to go for a nice long walk, or if there's some steps, you can walk up the steps and not have to worry about it. Really important to get a squat into your workout if you're not doing them right now. So, like I said, everyone's different, so I'm going to go through pretty much just 2 to 3 variations, okay? The first one's going to be a beginner. And like what I found as a trainer and the clients I train, sometimes they can't do a proper full squat. And that's absolutely fine. Like anything, it's a skill you may have to relearn. And it takes practice and it takes time. And the last thing you want to do is to go hard out at the beginning, do it wrong, get injured, then you can't exercise, okay? So I'm going to go through some of the regressions up to a full, pretty much barbell squat for you in a sec, alright? So let's just say I'm going to use use my bench right here. So as I said, a variation of a squat, simply being, if you put your arms across your chest, I want your knees about 90 degrees, I want your knees over your heels, and when you stand up, I want you to push through the heels. If you're coming too far into your toes, you want to just try and sit back a little bit. Arms across the chest if you can, lean forward just slightly. You want to be pushing into the floor and standing straight up. Come back down nice and slow to the bench and come back up. And this is really good beginner exercise. And what you'll find is if you're not used to doing any kind of squats at all, you're going to find this is going to be quite challenging, and that's absolutely fine. If you need to rock up, then absolutely do it to get up off the couch, and very much you can use a bit of body movement as well. But with everything and every exercise we do, we need to keep the correct tempo. The tempo is going to be up nice and fast, and then 1, 2, 3, up nice and fast, and a 1, 2, 3. And that just makes the muscles work a little bit harder for you. Going too fast isn't going to be so good for you, okay? Then let's just say you've mastered the bench, and we don't need the bench anymore. Then you can go into a full squat. So, as I said, everyone's different. Some people are good at squatting narrow. I've got really bad knees, as I spoke about before. So what I tend to do, I have a bit of a wider stance. And the reason being is if I come really narrow and squat, I can't get any further than this. My body just doesn't allow me to get any further than this, okay? So I'm well above 90 degrees. If I go a little bit wider, and about just past hip width, when I take my hips back, I can actually sink into the squat a lot better. I've got more flexibility, I can get down to parallel, and that works really well for me. If I do go past parallel, if I come down right down deep there, my knees really hurt because there's no cartilage in them anymore. And when it just gets past that sort of 90, when I come back up, they tend to give me a bit of pain. So, like everyone is different, like I said at the beginning, and for me, coming nice wide stance, coming down about parallel, my knees above over my toes, my knees are also pushed out, I'm pushing through the heels, and I stand back up. So that could be the next variation for you, moving from the box to the standing. Most people I work with, not all of them, get on really well with a slightly wider stance on the squat. But you know, hey, you can try it, you're an individual as well, you give it a try, see which one you like most. And then obviously once you get good at those, and as again, I'm going to talk about 12 to 15 reps, okay? Then you want to start using some weight. And a really good exercise to start off with is a kettlebell, okay, or a dumbbell. You can hold a weight there. And it's called a goblet squat. So you keep your elbows in, get the weight just into your palms of your hands. Keep the weight close to your body, okay? This is just going to add weight to your body. It's not so much an arm exercise. And as you come down, stand straight back up. 1, 2, 3, pause, straight back up. And that's a really good progression. So with that, once you've mastered your box squat, you mastered your free squat, get a little weight in there, and then you can start building it up. So start off with a light weight, and you can build up to maybe 20-30 kilos or more. Once you start to get to that sort of weight, I find that then it's best to transition to a bar. And what's good about the bar is that you can really start then adding some weight on. So you know, this is more of an intermediate sort of experience type thing, although if you're used to squatting and you've got a good form, jump under the bar. But what I recommend you do is get a trainer or somebody who knows what they're doing, just to check your form to make sure you're doing it right. A lot of times you think you're doing it right, but you're actually not, okay? So, or you can video yourself like as I'm doing now. It's really good for you, okay? So what I'll do is I want to set it all up on the rack. It's quite light. So from the back, what you want to be doing is a high bar back squat. So you want to be getting the bar just on those big muscles in your traps, okay? You hold it just about where it's comfortable for you. If you have the flexibility in your shoulders, you can hold it a bit wider. If you bring it in there, that's all good. Get that wide stance, and the same thing again, your hips are going to go back. Your lower back is going to stay nice and straight. And you're going to come down to about parallel and come straight back up. Come down, go parallel, come straight back up. So from the side, looks like this, okay? As you can, so my feet are just about hip width apart. My hips are going to go back towards the back of the room. I keep my knees just behind my toes. This is comfortable for me with my knees. And come straight back up. Straight back down, straight back up. If you notice as well, I don't look up into the sky or look down at my feet. My spine is nice and neutral and flat. Come down, straight back up. So from the front, we'll look at it this way. Look at the camera, my head's going to be nice and neutral. Hips come back, straight back up. Straight back up. And once you start building up to there, obviously be careful with the weight. The last thing you want to do is get crushed under the bar, alright, which you see some people do. This is obviously a free squat rack, and lots of gyms do have them, but some don't, and some have Smith machines. I'm not a huge fan of Smith machines just because the bar doesn't travel with your body. So the bar should travel up and down, but if you're back or forward side, the bar allows you to move if it's a free bar. If it's a Smith machine and you're in the wrong position, you come down and it'll cause your back to bend. And when you try and push back up, what happens is the back will try and extend and it puts a lot of stress on your back. So I don't particularly like the Smith machine, but certainly that's something I could do a video on for you guys down the track if you wanted. So again, with the muscles they're working, you might think it's obvious that it's the legs. Well, yeah. So you've got the quadriceps, which are four big muscles in the front of your legs. You've got the hamstrings to a little bit of a degree that's just going to help you out of the bottom. Your glutes get a good workout. Also with this, your core gets a workout as well. Because you've got weight on your back, everything needs to be nice and tight to support you holding the weight. Because if it wasn't, it would crunch down, okay? So your lower back and your core all play a good part. A squat also has really good hormonal benefits as well. So it releases a lot of testosterone in the body as well. And if you're a man, that's obviously a good thing. And it'll release a bit more testosterone than if you're just doing a bicep workout, okay? So it's a big muscle group. For you women, don't worry about it too much. It's not something you have to worry about having more testosterone. It's not going to make you bigger muscly, you just haven't got it in your bodies anyway. But if you look at it from a functional point of view, it's going to be it's one of the key cornerstone exercises that everybody should have in their workout, squats. Tempo again, let's say 3 to 4 seconds down if you can, 1 second up. And again, about 15 reps, and the last couple needs to be quite challenging for you as well. And again, we're using shorter failures for beginners, so we're just going to hold off absolute failure for that last rep. Okay, you want to have a couple of reps left in you when you stop. So yeah, that's pretty much it for squats, guys. Like I said, if you haven't got squats in your routine, you really need to get them in. If you've got any questions about this, guys, leave me a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you guys. Or alternatively, you can send me an email at my email address, which I'm going to put below as well. As always, guys, you can start afresh. And if you don't start afresh today, how will tomorrow be any different? Cheers.